What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Winning Wednesday. I am so excited that you guys came back. Thank you guys to all of you who subscribed to my channel. And if you have not subscribed, make sure that you click the subscribe button today. Hey, I'm wearing my Benediction sweatshirt. Yeah. Benediction is a new clothing line that I'm completely obsessed with. They have t-shirts, hats, hoodies. They have sweatshirts like these for the ladies. They have also infant wear too. So I want you guys to click the link in the description box, mybenediction.com, and I want you guys to go there and shop. You guys are going to absolutely love the clothes. The packaging that the clothes comes in is really cute as well. And this is the sweatshirt that I have on, and it has the little Benediction tag on it. Oh my god, it has these. Oh, love. I absolutely love it. It is so cozy and comfy, so I want you guys to go get yours today. On today's Winning Wednesday, we are going to be talking about putting yourself out there. And this is a big one for a lot of people because a lot of people don't like to put themselves out there. They don't like to get out of their comfort zones. But I challenge you in this new season of your life, in this year, 2018, I want you guys to get out of your boxes and really put yourselves out there. A lot of times we have ideas, we have a vision, a goal of what we want to reach in life, but we're afraid to really put ourselves out there to go get it. A lot of things that I know that I want in my life seem way too big for me, but that's when my faith takes over and really propels me forward, because it is hard to move forward without faith. I believe that every single dream, every single vision that I have inside is one that God gave to me. So a lot of times when God does give me ideas, it's almost like I can't even sleep because I'm thinking about it so much. And God oftentimes will begin to give me a plan of action. Now, following through on that plan is really up to me. Writing out that vision is really up to me. God can give you ideas all day long, but if you don't move on them, they'll never go anywhere. You'll never see the fruit of anything because you haven't tried. And a lot of times fear is the obstacle in our way that keeps us from trying. And we never know how far things could go because we're so afraid to just put ourselves out there and try. The worst thing that can happen is that somebody is going to say no, or that the idea will fail. But fear is a lie. It's something that hasn't even happened and you're scared of it. So fear is a lie, and it stops a lot of people from achieving and accomplishing goals in their lives. So I believe that when you get an idea, when you get a vision, you need to write it down. Write out the whole thing, what you want to see happen. You need to write short-term goals, long-term goals. Write out a plan of action. It's not to say that everything from there is going to go according to plan, because a lot of times we can write out a plan and write out a plan of action of what we want to see happen by the time I'm 30, what I want to see happen by the time I'm 35. And a lot of times those things don't happen. Sometimes some things do, and sometimes some things don't. Different circumstances and different things come up that allow the way that you go about achieving that goal to change. So you just have to really be open to, once you're writing out your goal, writing out your plan of action, you have to be open to things may not go perfectly, because you can't be so stuck that if it doesn't go perfect, you're about to have a nervous breakdown. And I am a witness that stuff like that does happen. I get very stressed out when my plans don't go the way that I think that they should go. God had to really work with me about things not being perfect. Me and my two sisters, as some of you know, are in a singing group together. It's called V3. And we've been doing it for a long time. We've had a lot of highs, we've had a lot of lows. We've been through a lot together doing this singing thing. Singing has always been a huge passion of ours, as well as writing, as well as doing a lot of other things. And so when we first started to birth that vision, I started to deal with illness. I had just gotten married, and then I was excited about that, and then I started to deal with illness. Everything just started going wrong with my body. Doctors didn't know what to do. They didn't know how to help me. They were prescribing me all kinds of different medications. They didn't give me a definitive diagnosis because they had no clue what was going on. And it was very discouraging at first, because I'm like, okay, God, you gave me this to do, and you've also given me ideas for this, and this, and how am I supposed to even do that? And I am dealing with all of these other things. And the scripture that God gave me was the scripture in 2 Corinthians, my grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in your weakness. And that has been like my theme scripture throughout this whole journey that I've had dealing with illness, because I couldn't do anything in my own strength. I just had to move forward in faith and put myself out there, and God did the rest. Anything that God has called you to do, or given you a vision to do, or given you the idea to do, or given you a dream to do, He has already provided the grace for you to get it done. But you can't always look to yourself. Well, God, I don't have the money to get this done, or I don't have the connections to get this done, or I don't have the strength to get this done, or I don't have the time. Don't give God an excuse. When He gives you a vision, write it down, write out a plan, and say, God, I don't have everything that I need to get this done, but I am going to step out on your word. I'm going to step out on faith, and I'm going to put myself out there, and I am going to try. My husband is calling me, y'all. Hold on. So all God really wants is for you to try. He knows about your financial situation. He knows about what's going on with your body. He knows about what's going on with your family. He knows everything that's going on. But He just wants you to try. The worst feeling in the world is to know that you had an idea, or God gave you something, and you didn't act on it, and then you see somebody else doing it. It's like, ugh. Like, that's the worst feeling in the world, because you feel like, gosh, I should have just started. Sometimes you may get an idea for a book, or you may get an idea for an invention, and it's like, instead of just taking the small steps that you can take, you just don't do it because it seems like it's too big for you. And the point is that it is too big for you, but God has already ordered your steps. He's already orchestrated down the line. You just can't see it. Like, He already has the people that you're supposed to meet, the guy that's supposed to finance the idea. He has the bank over here that's going to give you the loan. He has the builder or the contractor over here that's going to help you build out your business. Everybody is separated by one meeting. It just takes one thing to happen to kind of set everything in motion. You don't know who you're going to meet tomorrow. You don't know who you're going to meet next week. You don't know who's a friend of a friend. So you never know how it's going to come. But the point is for you to put yourself out there and to try. And I don't know who this is for today, but I wanted to just let you guys know it doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter what your circumstance is now, because a lot of times we look at the now. Well, God, look at me now. My bank account is low. I don't have this. I don't have that. I can't even... God's not concerned about your situation now. All He wants you to do is put one foot forward and try. don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to hear the no, because you might hear 100 no's before you hear a yes. You might fail 5 times before it actually works out for you. But know, through every no, through every failure, you are gaining more knowledge, you're gaining more strength. So every time you go back, every time you try it again, you know something different. So you do something different. And a lot of times, some of our failures are even to help other people. So you can say, oh, no, don't do that. I already tried that. I tried it that way. And this is the way you have to do it in order to be successful. Reach for your goals. Reach for your dreams. Write down your visions, and don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Step up to the plate. Don't be afraid to stretch yourself. Don't live in fear. Don't let fear control you. Don't let all those what ifs stop you. Know that God has given you the grace to do everything that He's put in your brain to do. Everything. God has given you the grace to do that. And even when tasks seem too big for you, say, God, I'm going to go as hard as I can go to the end of my road. And then that's where you have to step in, God. And He will do it every single time. If it's something that He's birthing in you, then He is going to see it through to completion. So don't be afraid to put yourselves out there and step out of your comfort zone and just see what God can do. When you give God a little, He makes a lot out of it. So just don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Know that you can have victory over that. You can become a winner over fear, because that stops a lot of people from doing a lot of things in life, just being scared. But don't be scared. Press past your fears, press past your anxiety or your stresses about certain things, and know that God is going to see you through it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next Winning Wednesday. Someone left a question for my husband and I, and we are going to answer that question for you. The Winning Wednesdays I did with my husband were pre-taped, so I had like 2 segments of them, but we are going to answer that question for you. So I have not forgotten about that. I am going to do that. But if you guys have any questions or anything that you want to see us address or me address, then please leave it in the comments below, and or follow me on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and ask me on there, and I will definitely address the things that you asked me about. So I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.